Hey you guys, it's Scott and Lance. We're back again with Senior Solutions, and this week we take on the question, how do we walk families through and help them navigate the roadmap through all of the things that there are to know regarding senior living. So enjoy, we're glad you're with us, and thank you. Take care.
So how do you walk families through the details of the roadmap when there could be some potential wrong situations at hand?
That's our world, and I named the business Options for Senior Living for a reason, and that is for us to educate the families on the various choices that are out there. In Maricopa County, we have several thousand assisted living licensed operations, plus the unlicensed independent living. You have group homes that are operating below the radar that are not licensed, So we try to prevent as many stepping into holes as families can make. That's part of our business plan, is to help expose where those options and choices are and where people can get into trouble when they start to take too much onto their own hands. Most families don't understand how to look up citations for the Department of Health, for example, right? It's public information, but who would even know where to go to look for that? So we're able to do that. We're able to, from the behind the scenes, I know facilities that have multiple changes in management, and I think successful care starts at the top with stability in an organization. And so if they've had rotating EDs, right?
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag for me when I go taking people down this road. And so I think that's our thing, is guides in this process for families to find the right senior living opportunity. It's to know the behind the scenes stories as much as we can. I tell our team all the time, you have to know your product. Our product is senior living. So you have to know your zip codes. You have to know what's going on with your world. In this case right now, we have to know where the buildings are that have COVID cases, who's taking residents, who's not, because the state of Arizona has taken the position that facilities don't have to disclose that right now, because it's a HIPAA violation potentially. And so they've protected exposing where the cases are, and there's been a big debate about all this, right? So, but we know behind the scenes on how to guide people in that, yeah.
Paige, I believe that integrity is doing the right thing when no one's looking. And when you are taking care of a senior, no one's looking. And are you doing the right thing? And are you there to not run in the gray? And this industry, a lot of industries that have a lot of money involved in them, tend to run in the gray and tend to run in the integrity maybe section. So it's important to me that that's a foundational point to what we do, is integrity and transparency the entire way. And that's kind of what I believe separates us. I don't believe you could meet anybody who would say, I don't have integrity. Of course they're going to state that, but it's what they do at the time when they could get away with something, quite possibly, and that's a big thing for us.
I have said for years, you've been involved in our business for a long time, and our industry is completely unregulated and unlicensed. There's one law in the state of Arizona that pertains to the placement side, and we have to now disclose to families how we get paid and how much we get paid.
And when I've dealt with them through fiduciary work, is if you have more than two siblings in it, it's always split.
Yeah.
One doesn't want to deal with it at all, and the other one or two are all fully engaged, and now there's a dissension, or now there's a problem, and who's signing and who's involved, and you're just trying to facilitate this struggle.
Right.
They don't want to be in the house because that's where mom was, and that's where mom passed, or that's where they grew up, and it's super emotional.
Right.
So subjectivity is in play. And that's a challenge when you're dealing with end of life and the inevitability of getting sick and having to be transitioned.
Hey guys, I'm Scott Fisher with Options for Senior Living.
And I'm Lance Billingsley with the Lawton team.
And we are Senior Solutions. Thanks for joining us. Special shout out to Mike Weber Video for helping us out with this project. Thanks for joining us.